Okay, stop. Before we talk about anything else, I need to address something that is driving the entire wrestling internet crazy right now. On the 13th of December, 2025, John Cena retired, lost to Gunther. Tapped out for the first time in over 20 years. Boots hung up. Emotional farewell. Done. That was the story, right? Wrong. Because just weeks ago, this man showed up at WrestleMania 42 inches Las Vegas in a suit and tie, hosting the biggest show of the year. Okay, fine. Special occasion. One night, we'll allow it. But then he posts on X saying, I'm headed to Backlash. I have history-making news. It will change the WWE experience. And Dave Meltzer drops a bombshell. Cena signed a brand new WWE contract. Multiple appearances. He ain't just passing through. So let me ask you the question everybody is actually asking right now. Is John Cena's retirement a lie? Or is WWE so desperate for star power that they're pulling their biggest name out of retirement before the seat is even cold? We're breaking all of this down today. Strap in. Let's lay out the facts first, because there's a lot of noise out there. Cena retired in December 2025. Legit retirement. Legit emotional. Gunther made him tap. It was a great match. No complaints there. Then, WrestleMania 42 rolls around in April, and WWE quietly, behind the scenes, was struggling with ticket sales. And what do? They call John Cena. He shows up as the host. 2 nights. Suit and tie, announces attendance, does segments, and honestly, the crowd loved it. Now, less than a month later, he's at Backlash in Tampa. His own words, history-making news. Meltzer confirms a contract. And suddenly, the retirement feels a lot less permanent. Even Meltzer himself said, and I'm paraphrasing here, it feels kinda weird. He just did WrestleMania, which was supposed to be special, and here he is again, weeks later. And that's the Wrestling Observer saying that, not some random Twitter account. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. Cena said, quote, "This news will change the WWE experience for superstars and fans." That's a big statement.
Inside this building that is going to shock the very foundation of WWE.
Cena has reportedly been heavily involved in creating WWE's new subscription club. Maybe he's the face of that launch. That would make sense with his changing the experience language. A new ambassador or on-screen commissioner role. Like a GM situation, Cena becomes the face of authority in WWE. Shows up monthly, makes big matches. He said he enjoys being involved without the pressure of main event in-ring work. And look, this one's slim, but I have to mention it. Danhausen needs a tag partner at Backlash. Cena literally got tagged on social media by Danhausen. Could he actually lace up for one more match? He said never, but never in wrestling has a very short shelf life, y'all. Now here's the real conversation. And I want to be honest with you because I think WWE might be making a slight miscalculation here. The power of John Cena showing up has always been in the rarity. WrestleMania appearance? Electric. Special. Once a year. Maybe. That's the magic. But WrestleMania and Backlash in the same month, you're already diluting the product. You're telling the audience, consciously or not, that Cena being there isn't special. It's just Tuesday. Or in this case, Saturday. Okay, devil's advocate time. Because I also understand why WWE is doing this, and it's not completely without logic. Backlash 2026 was not selling the way WWE wanted. We know this. The Cena booking at WrestleMania was literally about boosting struggling ticket sales, and it worked. So now Backlash is underperforming? Same solution. Call Cena. And look at that Tampa crowd that's going to be there. Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu, World Heavyweight Championship. That should be enough. Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker, fire match. But something about the event just wasn't catching fire in the ticket market. Cena is the insurance policy. He is the one name that makes people pick up the phone and buy a ticket even when they weren't planning to. That's a real ability, and very few people in this business have it. Let's rewind one more time, because I don't think people fully appreciate what Cena's 2025 retirement tour actually accomplished, and why it sets up everything happening right now. This man wrestled at WrestleMania 41, main event of SummerSlam. won the World Championship for a record 17th time, breaking the tie with Ric Flair that he'd held for years. And then he lost his retirement match to Gunther in December. That's a complete story. That's a legendary final chapter. But here's the thing. That retirement tour was also a commercial exercise. Every city he went to, ticket sales spiked. Merch sold out. Social media engagement went through the roof. WWE watched all of those numbers. And they realized something. John Cena the brand is still massively valuable even without John Cena the wrestler. So now they've structured a deal that gets them the brand without the physical risk. No matches, no injuries, no worrying about a 39-year-old body breaking down on live TV. Just Cena the personality, the presence, the mainstream pull, showing up at key moments to move the needle. It's genius from WWE's perspective, honestly. The question is whether Cena himself is fulfilled by it. Because this is a man who spent 20 years being the most important person in every room he walked into. Now he's walking into rooms to make announcements and host shows. Is that enough for John Cena? Genuinely, I don't know. And I think he doesn't fully know either. Let's zoom out, because I think what's happening here is bigger than just Backlash. WWE is in a weird transition moment. Roman Reigns is getting back into the title picture. Cody Rhodes just came off a big run. CM Punk's status is always a question mark. And the next tier breaker, Jacob Fatu, Trick Williams, they're good, but they're not crossover stars yet. Cena fills a gap that doesn't have a natural replacement right now. He's not here to wrestle. He's here to be the adult in the room, the familiar face that brings in the casual fan, the lapsed viewer, the person who heard John Cena and thought they'd check it out. And if his history-making news really is about Club WWE or a new fan experience platform, then this could be smart long-term branding. Cena as the ambassador and face of WWE's next chapter. Not as a wrestler, as a brand. All right, look, I saved this for near the end because I know some of you are here for this. The Danhausen Tag Partner Mystery. At WrestleMania 42, Night 2, Cena was in the ring during the Danhausen segment. Miz and Kit Wilson were there. Danhausen needs a partner for Backlash. And Danhausen publicly tagged Cena on social media saying, "Please be my partner." Now, Cena said he would never wrestle again. He made that promise, and in fairness, him going from suit-wearing host to jean shorts and knuckles in the span of 3 weeks would genuinely be one of the most chaotic retirement U-turns in wrestling history. But also, this is wrestling. Never doesn't mean never. It means until the story is good enough. And Danhausen, weirdly, the story might be weird enough for Cena to say yes. I'm not predicting it, but I am saying, bottom line, John Cena at Backlash 2026 is fascinating not because of what we know, but because of what we don't know. He's teased history-making news. He's signed a new deal. He's appeared twice in a month after a supposed retirement. Is this the start of a new chapter? A new role? A new Cena that exists outside the ring but inside the machine? And honestly, that uncertainty is exactly why John Cena still moves the needle. Even in retirement, the man makes you tune in. Drop your predictions in the comments right now. What is Cena's history-making news? I'll be reading every single one. Like the video and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's go!